Hey there.
Hello everyone, welcome to Cooking with Moe and Deb.
Hey there. Today we're going to make our turkey. And this is Turkey 101. We're starting from the very beginning and we'll take you right through the whole process.
It's a good thing.
Cooking a turkey.
Because I don't know how to cook a turkey. So
a lot of y'all may not, but it's easy and we want you to find out how easy it is. So we're going to get started here in just a minute. Okay, y'all. So we're going in with our turkey.
Mo's already been to the store and brought home how many pounds?
This is a 13-pounder. So it's not a very big one. Usually for my family, I make about a 20 or 21 pound turkey.
And what you got there?
This is a cooking bag. And y'all, this is how I've always made my turkeys. I feel like it makes them juicier and they cook faster.
What kind of bag is it? You got the box over there?
I sure do. This is a Reynolds.
I picked that up at the store. I didn't see others. Are there other?
I think they have a generic brand, but I like the Reynolds because I trust it.
Okay.
So this is a turkey size.
Okay.
They have the regular size that you can cook roast and all those things in, or just a chicken, but this is turkey size. So it will fit up to a 22 or 24 pound turkey. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a little bit of flour in this bag.
Does that do something to the turkey?
Well, it keeps the bag from bursting, and it also keeps your turkey from sticking to the back.
Oh, okay.
So you just shake it up there. I'm going to go ahead and make sure it's all good and covered.
Okay.
Now, I've got an old roasting pan that I've had for years. You see, it's all rusty and ugly and yucky.
But it does the trick.
So I just lay my bag in there and get it ready for Mr. Tom Turkey. So it's all ready. Okay.
Turkey time.
Oh, looky. I got flour all over me, just like a real chef. Okay. So I bought this turkey on Tuesday, y'all.
And this is Saturday, so it's
been 5 days. 5-ish. So this is a butterball. I really like the butterball. There's a lot of brands that are good, though. I've tried a lot of them that I bought through the years. But butterball is my favorite. So I believe he's completely thawed out. I feel a little bit of ice crystals in there, even after 5 days.
You can tell that just by feeling it.
So it's important. Where did my knife go? Let me get a knife. It's important to be sure you give yourself plenty of time for your turkey to thaw out, because you can't just buy a turkey one day and decide to cook it the next.
So this is a 13 pound and it's been in the refrigerator thawing for 5 days.
Almost 5 days, yeah. So
and it's unthawed, but maybe a teensy bit, a little bit of frozen still, but it will be fine.
We'll see when we open it.
Okay.
Now it comes with, and this is great, y'all. It comes with instructions on how to cook. Okay. This is the butterball instructions how to cook. But what I'm going to do now, I think he's completely thawed, Deb. That was probably my imagination.
Okay.
So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to open up the plastic, and I'm doing it over the sink because I turned him over. I don't want to accidentally cut into that breast. And I'm just going to take this off.
I have actually cooked a turkey before. And when you get to this step, I'll tell you what I did.
Okay.
That I mainly didn't know I needed to do.
Oh,
there's
okay.
Mr. Tom Turkey.
There he is. Hello, Mr. Turkey. Now, remember, you're dealing with poultry. So it's really important to keep your hands clean when you're touching anything else around your kitchen. Yeah, there's some ice. See that ice, Deb?
There is.
We're just going to give him a good bath. Got my water on kind of warmish because I don't like to stick my hands in cold water. All right, this is the neck portion. And a lot of times that'll be like frozen shut. You just have to kind of run the water over him
and unthaw him.
And
help him unthaw a little extra.
Now, There's a little prize in here, Deb.
This is the part that I forgot, Mo.
Okay. Tell me your story, Deb.
So I cooked the turkey without taking the prize out.
Okay. Here's your prize. It's a bag of giblets. I don't know what they're called. I don't know what they are. Y'all just...
I think it's what is good for making the gravy.
It is. I used them for sure.
Yeah, now, I cooked it with it.
Oh, did you? That happens a lot, Deb. And I may have even done that the first time myself.
Well, I leave the turkey cooking to my mom.
Yeah, I understand. Now, I'm going to... His little legs, Deb, show this. His little legs are wrapped... He's got skin wrapped around them. So you're going to take that off.
Okay.
You'll put it back. But you want to make sure you get everything out of him. They've got probably some more stuff in here.
Okay.
We'll see. There is still some ice down in him. So I'm just going to turn my water on a little warmer to get that ice melted. Aha, here it is. Here's the other prize.
Okay. Oh.
See, it's got ice on it.
Sure does.
5 days and we still got ice, y'all. You know what that is?
I don't.
That's the neck.
It is the neck. Okay.
We're going to use that too. We don't waste anything.
We are going to use that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, we are. Now let me make sure there's no more surprises in there. Okay. I think we've got him good. I got all the ice out. I'm going to take his leg and I'm going to put it back under that skin. He's pretty much about as cleaned out as he can be, Deb. Make sure I got everything out of his neck. Yeah, I do. Okay. Here we go.
Woo. So now we're going to take him out and pat him dry?
We are. So we're going to turn him up, let that water run out of him. Y'all, I told you I'm going to take you from the bare bones. This is what we're doing.
Anybody can do it. Don't be
Anybody
afraid.
can. He's got a little hematoma there.
He does.
He does. All right, now I'm going to take some paper towels. Quite a few because he's pretty wet.
You're going to bring him over here?
I'm just going to do it in the sink.
Okay, in the sink. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to get a lot of poultry. I don't want to say germs, but poultry on my countertops.
Gotcha.
I mean, you could lay out some, and that would have been smart.
On a
to lay out some
board
foil or something like that. But he's getting good and dry in the sink, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay. Now, guess what we do next?
We put him in the bag?
We what?
Put him in the bag?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet, Deb. We're going to rub
We're
some.
We're going to oil him up.
Okay.
We're going to put it on pause.
Okay.
So now, what are we doing
prepared? So we had to open our olive canola oil is what I'm using.
So you're using canola. Is there a reason for canola, or can it be any kind? Any kind of vegetable oil?
Vegetable oil, canola oil, olive oil, you name it, you can use it. I'm just rubbing him down good with it. And I hate to touch that after I've touched the turkey.
We'll wash it.
All right. So I'm going to turn him over the other side. Yummy. I can taste him already.
Massage.
He is. Okay. Now, Deb, this is the fun part, especially when you're by yourself doing it. Now we're going to put him in the bag. Now, this is not a very big turkey, y'all.
I'm not going to be able to hold it open for you.
You don't have to.
Okay.
I've done this by myself for years. Now, I'm going to take some of this skin off of his neck. And I'm not going to waste it.
We're going to use that too?
I'm going to use it.
Yeah,
I'll show you why.
Okay.
Other than that, let me see.
You don't need to tie up anything.
No, his little legs are
holding his leg.
Yeah,
right?
Skin's holding his legs. That's one thing I like about the Butterball.
Yeah.
They always do that for me. I appreciate it. I'm taking this, whatever it is, out. I don't know what that is, but I'm taking it out.
Okay.
All right, now he's got a big old cavity in there. See that big hole?
Yeah.
It's going to come into play when we stuff our turkey.
Okay.
Now, can y'all imagine me doing a 20-pounder like this?
No, I don't know how you hold it.
It's hard. But it happens.
You got it. You got it in there. Nice.
And now Now let me go ahead and wash my hands good, Deb. I'm going to arrange this bag in the pan.
So we are making about how long does it take a turkey to make?
So it's going to tell you on that. Look at this list right here, Deb. It comes
with
the turkey.
Pounds.
So 10 to 18 pounds. If it's unstuffed, 3 to 3.5 hours.
Okay.
Now that's if you just roast it. I'm using a cooking bag. Okay. So that's going to cut down on.
Oh, it cuts down on your time.
It will significantly. So I'm going to guess and say this will be probably done in 2 hours.
So you got to have that in mind when you're planning on cooking your turkey on Thanksgiving Day.
Right. You do have to plan. You know, cooking is a plan. You got to have a plan.
I mean, my sister is she will have a spreadsheet.
Yeah. I love it.
We're going to chop up the onions on this day.
Yeah.
And get as much done ahead of time as we can.
My mother-in-law was like that. And y'all, I'm going to tell you, she always had everything done. By the time we got over there on Thanksgiving morning, everything was on schedule. And it was so nice.
Yeah. So nice. Moe just put more flour in the bag.
I did. I wanted to make sure that bag didn't get stuck on top of my turkey breast. Mm-hmm.
And yes, Moe is floured up too. She got some on.
I am floured up. And I can't see on top of that. There we go. So you put this little tie that comes with the bags and you just tie them off. Now, I'm going to add some little slits in the bag. Otherwise, the bag will blow up and it will lose its purpose. So there you go. That's just some vents. And I'm going to push that up a little bit.
So we have the oven warming to, is it 450?
Well, it is right now because we just got through making cornbread.
Okay, so we're going to see what the temperature is.
We're going to look at our instructions. And actually, we're going to go over here and look at our Reynolds instructions.
Okay, the Reynolds box.
Because they're a little different. Okay. Are you going to tell me? Oh, it says preheat oven to 350. Do not exceed 400.
Okay.
So that means we're going to have to let the oven cool down a minute.
Yep. So we're going to turn the oven down to 350.
And you know what else we need to do?
What else?
We're going to take out one of our racks.
Okay, yes.
Which I should have done while it was cold. But now I have a hot rack.
Yeah, make sure your oven has plenty of room for your turkey. And remember that bag's going to be popping up even higher than the turkey is. So make sure there's plenty of room.
Right. If you had a huge turkey, you might even take out that middle one.
Yeah.
But mine's not that big. I think we're good like that. So we're going to let this temperature get down. We're going to stick them in the oven for about 2.5 hours. So we'll be back.
We're ready now to, what are we doing now, Moe?
Now I'm going to show you what I'm doing with all these, whatever you call them.
The parts of
there's
parts
some,
that came out of
neck
the turkey.
skin. It looks like my neck skin.
No, it doesn't.
Here's the turkey neck. Woo! I dripped that on the floor. And the other stuff we decided, my granny used to call these the gizzards. Have you ever heard that?
I'm pretty sure that my mom has.
We're going to drop those. Ugh, it is liver, Deb. I can tell. Look. Ooh.
Oh, my gosh.
I know.
That looked like a liver.
I know. But you
know
what?
What are we doing with this?
Well, we're going to put some water in it.
Okay.
And we're going to boil it until it's all done and tender and yummy. And it's going to make some really good broth.
Oh.
Yes.
Like
really good broth.
What are we going to do with the broth?
Oh, we're going to make dressing.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to need lots of good flavor in our dressing. So those pieces, don't throw those out. Just put them in some water, boil them till they're good and tender. Simmer them for a while you're waiting on your turkey to be done when you're preparing your dressing. And we're going to use those in just a minute. It's time to make some dressing.
Yay, I love dressing.
I do too. I love dressing. Do y'all love dressing? We do.
I heard some people talking about oyster dressing. Have you ever heard of that?
I've heard
there were some posts about
you lost me at oyster.
I don't know how to do that. I've never done that before. I just have made regular. Most of the time we have chicken and dressing.
Yeah, chicken and dressing. Yep. I think that's a great option if you're not going to do a turkey. Just do chicken and dressing. But this is the first step for my dressing, and I wanted to show that to you as we chop up these veggies. So I've got 5 sticks of celery. Deb's going to be chopping some onions.
I've got onions going. Certain kind of onions, Mo, or just anything you got?
About these are just yellow sweet onions. And you've got about...
They're not bothering my eyes at all. I like that. I'm not crying today.
No crying. You've got about 1.5 onions there, Deb,
yes.
I believe.
Yes, 1.5 onions.
And I'm cutting my celery the old-fashioned way, just by hand.
That is a fine way to do it.
You know what? When I smell celery, Deb, do y'all do celery stuffed with cream cheese?
I've had it before.
We always did that when we were kids.
We did celery with peanut butter. Have you ever had that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now, at the holidays, we always had celery with cream cheese.
Okay, at the holidays, yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So one year, my sister and I, so my mother had to work. She worked at Olin Mills. Do you remember Olin Mills?
I do, yeah.
Okay. So one year, they had to work on Thanksgiving. So my sister Pam and I were put in charge of cooking Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, were y'all?
I was about 10. And she must have been 14, 15, something like that. So we made the turkey. We did it all. And all day long, Pam and I snacked around on celery and cream cheese. Because when you're a kid and you're in the kitchen, you're going to be snacking.
That's right.
Hey, when you're an adult, yeah, same thing. So anyway, back then, we probably didn't know a whole lot about food safety and cleanliness when you're working with poultry. So we were probably handling that turkey. We were probably eating our little cream cheese and celery. And by that evening, when my mom got home, Pam and I were both sick as dogs. We were doing it. We were losing it. We were in bad shape. I am sure that the two of us had given ourselves salmonella poisoning.
Oh, no.
Yes. So, now my sister said she could never eat cream cheese and celery and not think about that. And it's the same way for me. I think about it. It didn't stop me from eating it. But I think that story has always stuck with me.
Yeah, that's a memory that...
There you go. There's my celery
and
all
onions.
chopped up. Now, we have our boiling chicken broth.
Okay.
This is just a box of chicken broth. I'm going to drop in almost a full stick of butter. It's not quite into that. Then I'm going to add my celery. Whee! And that was 5, not the whole sticks. And then our onion. This is a lot of onion, but it sure does make some good dressing. So that is step 1 for my dressing. We're going to let this boil and simmer. Get those onions and celery all tender. Then we're going to let it simmer on the stove. And then we'll be back for step 2. Okay, you guys, are you ready for step 2?
I'm rolling up my sleeves. I'm ready.
This is a push up your sleeves kind of activity. So Deb is going to be crumbling. Do you see this cornbread? This is Mimi's cornbread recipe. Do you see the fact that there is a piece missing? There's a good reason for that. We ate
a taste test.
We ate it, and it was so good. we might be a little short on our cornbread in our dressing.
But if you're short on your cornbread, what do you do?
You add some white bread. Actually, I always add white bread to my dressing. It can be biscuits or it can be good old-fashioned loaf bread that you have had sitting in your pantry for days because you want it to be old. You want it to be where you can crumble it.
So, am I crumbling it small enough?
When I say old, yeah, you want to just crumble it small. Okay. Yeah, you're good. When I say old, I don't mean moldy. You don't want moldy bread. But
just a few days old, right?
Yeah.
In fact, some people make their biscuits or cornbread a day or two ahead.
Or a week.
Or a week ahead.
Because you want that bread to be able to crumble. And when bread's real fresh, you know, it's real soft.
How do we know how much bread is the right amount of bread?
Okay, let me show you, Deb. See this bowl? This is my dressing bowl. It's a large Tupperware bowl. And we just fill that thing up.
Oh, we do?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, when your cornbread's gone, that's one good clue. The cornbread's gone. Okay, we're done. But when you stop with the cornbread, I'll stop with the white bread.
Okay.
And we'll be about right.
All right. We'll have a bowl full of bread.
We'll have a bowl of bread. Bolo bread. Isn't this fun? Y'all, there's nothing like cooking with friends. I'm just telling you.
Get you a friend. Have one of your friends come over.
Get you a friend.
And cook with them.
Yeah. Or a sister. Sisters are great, too, to cook with. You and Presta ever cook together?
We have, yes.
It's fun. It is fun. Or sister-in-laws. Sister-in-laws are fun to cook with, too.
We get together a lot of times and make candy at the holidays. And we'll probably do that this year.
And not only is it productive, but you're making memories.
Yeah.
And now I'm mixing all of this white bread. Here, Deb, you do that. I'm going to do about 3 more slices. I've got a little over half of this loaf crumbled in. So we're just mixing it all up. We don't want any huge chunks, Deb, so just break them up as they come along. So we're telling you from the beginning to the end how to make dressing.
The beginning was
cutting up your vegetables.
Cutting up your vegetables and putting them in some chicken stock and letting them cook. Next step, getting your bread ready.
Okay.
And then I guess next will be 3.
So our bread is ready.
Okay.
Ready, Freddy. There's our bread. Now,
cornbread and
Deb, do you remember
loaf bread?
We boiled the gizzards of the turkey.
I forgot about that. Yes, I remember that.
All right. Remember I told you we don't let things go to waste.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, this is the gizzards and
the neck, the gizzards, all of that stuff from the turkey.
I smell it.
We're just going to pour him in the strainer. We don't want any of the stuff. Now, my mother-in-law, she would break up all the meat and put it in her dressing, too.
So you just put this in, you're really just using the liquid from
That's what I'm doing, using the broth.
The bread. Okay, gotcha.
Now, if Mama were here, she would scold me.
And what would she do with all the rest of it then?
She would crumble it up into the dressing.
She would? Okay.
Yes. She sure would. And it was delicious. Her dressing was so good, y'all, that I would have her save me a bowl of it raw so I could eat it.
You'd eat it raw?
I absolutely did.
Really?
I absolutely did. Even with an egg in it, which I'm about to add.
So we're going to add an egg to the 1 egg?
Yep.
Okay.
If I had a bigger pan of dressing, which I normally do, I would add 2.
Okay.
But this is going to be a small pan. Feel free to lock up the cat.
I thought he was looking, but he's moved on.
Okay, so I'm just going to beat my egg. I'm going to drop it in. Actually, I'm not going to drop it in.
What we need?
thinking of adding, well, I don't have any more broth, do I? Okay, now I'm going to take my chicken broth that has celery and onion in it. I'm just going to pour that whole thing in there.
Okay.
Voila, Debbie.
Voila.
Debbie's going to stir, and I'm going to pour in my egg.
Okay.
And all that egg's going to do is going to help it stick together.
So we haven't added any spices. Are we going to add spices?
We have not added any spices, have we?
No.
But now that we have the liquids in, we're going to add salt and pepper.
Ooh, it smells good. You smell the veggies in it.
Be yummy. She's behind you. She's hunting the cat. All right. And now it's time for the sage. Now you can add as little or as much as you want. I usually will start adding, and then I'll taste it and see what I need. Do the old taste test.
That's what Mom does.
Yeah, you have to.
Because you'd have to add a little more sage. Better to go less than more.
I can already tell you I'm going to need more.
Okay.
I don't like it to be super sagey.
Yeah.
Sagey. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let me have a bite, Deb. Da, da, da.
Those vegetables really, really smell good.
All right. I'm going to need you to test it because I still can't taste. I've had a cold. Still can't taste real good.
Ma'am, I think it tastes really good.
You do?
I don't think
it needs anything. Is it sagey enough?
It is for me.
Okay. Is it salty enough?
It is for me.
And a little more salt.
Tastes so good. Yeah, I could eat it just like this.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I get it.
I would always have Mama save me a bowl that I could eat raw. So
I'd rather have it baked, but I can see eating it, tasting it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. But you want it to be moist. If it's not moist enough when it's in this shape, then when you cook it, it's going to be dry as a bone. So I'm actually going to get a little more chicken broth to put in there.
Okay.
And actually what I normally do, my turkey will be done by now, and I'll take that
chicken juice
or the turkey juice and pour it in there, and that'll be my extra broth. And I may just wait and do that in a minute. So we'll be back and show you the final product. Okay, you guys, we're going to get...
It's turkey time.
We're going to get the turkey out of the oven. Turkey Tom says, I am done. What he doesn't realize is he still gets to cook a little bit more with our dressing. So we're going to move him over here.
He's looking good and yummy. He's
smelling really good, isn't it, Deb?
Yes, it is.
Now, I've got my dressing down here in the sink. Y'all probably can't see that.
No, we can.
There you can. Okay. So what I'm going to do, remember I told you we wanted to use some of that good old turkey broth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just sit my strainer in the top of my dressing, just like that.
The dressing needs a little more liquid, so...
It does, because we don't want no dry.
Can I help in any way?
I think I'm going to make it okay, Deb.
Okay.
We'll see. Now, this is really hard with a 20-pound turkey, but I think
I bet it is.
I think I can do it with this one. Okay.
There you go.
Go, turkey.
There he goes. Okay.
All right. So I snatched that broth. And you're going to think, wow, that's way too much.
It does seem like a lot.
But you know, when you make any dressing, it's going to dry out some. So I like for it to be good and runny.
Okay.
That's how I like it to be, y'all.
Okay.
All right. So now here's the fun part. We're going to gently remove Mr. Turkey from the bag. Deb, I may need your help on this part.
All right, what do I got to do?
Just hold on to that pan. Keep it from flying in the sink.
All right, here we go.
Here we go, Mr. Turkey. And you know what? I think I will use a knife and just cut this bag away.
Right.
Y'all, cooking turkey in a bag is the way to go.
It sure has brown. Look how good it browned.
It is beautiful, isn't it? You know what I've got? I've got some little turkey grabbers.
The bag's not real hot. Oh, he's coming apart.
He's so tender.
He's done. He
like,
thinks he's done.
He is done, really. He's done. He's been in the oven 2.5 hours.
Pull the bag.
I'm going to try to hold him up so you can do that, Deb.
Okay.
We'll see. Okay, get ready.
But I'm leaving the juices in there, though, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Ooh.
Yum. Oh.
Almost got it. Hold on.
You sure do. Okay.
There we
Good
go.
deal.
There we go.
I would prefer that his leg wasn't falling off. But you know what? It's okay. Because we're going to sew him back.
We are.
We are. We are.
Do we want to test the temperature of the turkey?
You can, Deb. You got that
Just
thermometer ready?
I did have it ready. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Good.
We're going to just test the temperature. Turkey should be at 165. So let's see. And you want to put it in a place where there's a lot of meat. And it's still going up to 200. So he's definitely done.
He's put a fork in me. I'm done.
He's done.
Okay. So, Deb, I'm going to quickly...
right here.
I'm going to pour the rest of this juice just into the sink.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need it. If I was smart, I would save that. All right. Now, Mr. Turkey, it's time to cooperate. We're going to center him in our pan. Mr. Armani would like this. Okay. And now we're going to take our dressing, Deb, and we're just going to start pouring it in.
Okay. So you
all
cook
around
your dressing
Mr. Turkey.
Around your turkey.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mother-in-law did it this way, and I like it. I like to do it this way. Now, normally, can you hold that leg up, Deb? We're going to hold that leg up. We're just going to put dressing around it. Whee! Come back over here, Mr. Turkey. If you don't have any of these little turkey grabbers, they're great. Now,
there you go. He's surrounded.
We really do not want our turkey to brown anymore. So guess what we do, Deb?
What do we do, Mo?
We cover him with foil.
Okay.
Because, like Deb said, he is done. He is so done.
Oh, we just need it over the turkey part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we just want to cover it up. That way,
and
he won't get overdone.
The dressing doesn't look too runny anymore, so
no,
it's already thickening up.
And it's going to cook for about 30 minutes, I think.
Okay.
And then we'll come back and show you the finished product.
Back to the oven we go.
Back to the oven. Okay, guys, so our microphones conked out on us this last portion of our cooking video. So we're going to get that turkey and dressing out of the oven and let you see how it turned out. So I'm going over to the oven. Looks yummy. Smells yummy. The whole house smells like Thanksgiving, y'all. So as you see, we covered up that turkey so it wouldn't brown anymore. Now, I really should have pulled the turkey out of the oven sooner than I did, so it wouldn't be as done, because I actually got my turkey a little bit too done. Those cooking bags really do cook it quicker, y'all. So here I'm getting ready to slice the turkey, and as you can see, it is yummy perfectly cooked and still juicy. Like I said, I probably overcooked it a little bit because we got so busy doing other things on Saturday that I just let it go a little bit long. So don't do that. So it really should have cooked about 2 hours, 15 minutes. I think we cooked it more like 2:45, something like that. There's the dressing. The dressing is perfectly done. And Deb had never had my dressing, and she loved it, y'all. It was really good. Tink was as happy as a bug in a rug. I mean, he loves his mother's dressing recipe, and that is the recipe that I use, is how she taught me how to make dressing. And it's always a crowd pleaser. It's just, moist and delicious. Those onions and celery and sage, the flavors, you can't be beaten. When you're using the turkey broth from the turkey, it really gives it a rich flavor. So y'all try to make this dressing. It's not hard. We wanted to get on here and just show y'all from the beginning to the very end how to make a turkey with dressing. And, I think you will love it. Don't be afraid to do it. If you've never cooked a turkey before, y'all don't be afraid to do it. So I'm going to jump off here and speed through this, and we've got a picture of the finished product. I wish you could taste it. It was delicious.